girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Boomer Warfare here, along with Nessa Fox, and we got a very, let's call it interesting episode for you tonight. So,
understatement.
Yeah, that I'd say it's an understatement. You ever have one of those weird moments where you're not quite sure how you got there, but you're really glad that you did? Well, we had that moment earlier when we were getting ready for this stream. We were deciding we were going to rank old Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3 enemy types based off of how they were as a character. You know, whether they're creative, whether their design is unique, whether they add something to the game. And then for whatever reason, this came up in conversation. You know, I bet I could whoop his ass. So we got to thinking, let's go ahead and add that as a second tier listing, since we'll be honest with you, people aren't here for the gameplay, they're here for the ranks.
So we are doing 2 tiers tonight. We are playing some gameplay. We're going to play Super Mario 1, a little bit of 2, maybe a little bit of 3, but we're really ranking those 2 tiers.
So we'll have our original idea, which is how good are they as video game characters? And then basically a scale of 1 to 5, how easy would it be to kick their ass in a street fight? So the thumbnail you saw, it's not clickbait, it's not deceptive. It is actually us deciding whether or not we could beat the shit out of Bowser. Spoiler alert, the answer is no. So do we want to get into some gameplay first? Do we want to start off with the ranking?
Let's start a little bit of ranking to start off, and then we'll get into some gameplay.
All right, well, let's roll that beautiful bean footage. Where do you want to start off? You want to start in chronological order? You want to start in alphabetical order? Ladies' choice.
Let's, I think they're already in alphabetical order, correct?
They
so let's start with the first one, Albatos. So Albatos, is this which side is which one?
So
is this how...
this one here is could you kick their ass?
Okay.
And this one over here is how good are they?
Okay, so this one, I feel like Albatos, other than throwing the bombs, is not really like a... I feel like I could dodge them, maybe.
Sure. So as far as, like, their creativity of design, like, having a bird chucking bombs at you, that's it's sort of an interesting take on an old trope in video games. You've had the aerial enemies that'll drop shit down on you from above since the Atari 2600 days, and probably before that, if we're being honest. So, is there anything really like in the character design that really knocks that up from average?
No, I think that's just an average. Also,
See.
hi Tom.
Hi, Tom.
As far as kicking their ass though, so are we saying S we definitely could not, or how are we ranking this? We could kick their ass?
S would be the strongest tier.
Oh,
Say, for
so
example,
we couldn't kick their ass.
Like if S tier would be like a literal Tyrannosaurus with laser guns.
Okay, so I'll just take care of this just so I understand this. We're just gonna put the sun up here because
You don't beat up the sun. I tried it for a year, it doesn't work. You're never actually going to beat up the sun.
All right, so with this one, with Albatross, I would throw. Okay, so there's the bombs. I think I could outrun the bombs.
Depends on if it's, well, I mean, if it's in game, then, it's a little bit less of a problem.
No, but we're talking about if we could really kick their ass. But I mean, it looks pretty huge. It could be like, I mean, I wouldn't want to take on a bald eagle. So,
yeah. Well, imagine like a giant angry goose that can throw bombs at you. Like, I wouldn't want to fuck with a regular goose half the time.
All right, so will we say A tier, B tier?
Sharks with freaking laser beams. I would probably call it a B tier.
B tier, okay.
If it was just the bird, we're going C or D. But the thing has a fucking bomb on it.
Okay, well then let's go back to the sun over here. As far as enemy ranks on the game, it's too easy.
It is easy. I think it gets a point up from the D tier just for creativity.
I mean, it just and then goes to the other side.
It's a predictable pattern, but who the hell ever had the sun attacking you in a game before? And look at that face. That is the face of pure homicidal determination.
I mean, it kind of looks like boobs. His eyes look like boobs.
That's all the time we have for you today, folks. So what are we going with? C? D?
Let's say D.
I might move that later.
Okay.
So what do we got? A shy guy with a cannon here?
Yeah, I think it's Bob-omb or no, Auto-bob. I don't remember. Is it Auto-bob?
That one is an Autobomb.
Oh. Okay, so in regards to whooping its ass.
Are you really worried about the shy guy, or are you worried about the giant
the shy guy cannon? I could take a shy guy.
That'd be like beating up a minion.
I could take a shy guy. However, he is riding on a cannon.
Yeah, which I mean, as long as you stay not bore-sighted, you'll be fine, because it's not like it's a shotgun.
Well, it only goes one level. It's not like it goes down. I mean, it will eventually fall, but...
So if you keep moving, you'll probably be fine. But if it hits you, I mean, the bullet's got to be what, like yay big around?
Yeah.
I mean, a fucking, like, 6-inch, 8, that's probably 8. Like an 8-inch, I'm a guy, that's an 18-inch bullet right there. An 18-inch entry wound. I would hate to see what a hollow point bullet bill would do to you. So what do you think? Dangerous? Not dangerous? Cool? Not cool?
I would rank it as far as enemy goes, probably C.
Noticing a pattern here. It's something that shoots at something else.
Yeah. How about, well, what do you think for whooping its ass?
How fast are they?
Not that fast. It's like a Prius now. It's like a Geo Metro.
Let me ask you this: you ever been killed by one?
Maybe when I very first started playing the game. Not since.
But they're not even a threat to like Mario or Toad.
Heck no.
If Toad can handle it, I think we can handle it. He's going in C tier, and that might be generous. So is this a regular shy guy, or is this like a flying shy guy?
It's a flying shy guy, and he does have like a
trident.
It almost
looks like a bident. Is that a thing?
I don't know. It should
a bident.
It's not really a trident. It's not 3.
No, it's more like a double stabby.
And he normally just does a one swoop. He does.
Okay.
So I think I could evade him and probably kill him.
Okay, so C tier, D tier.
Let's throw him in D because I think I could take him. As far as
character design,
I do like the Shy Guys. I do. Like, I think they're really cute. They got their little purge mask on.
So we'll just go ahead and like the regular one. We go in A tier or S tier for actual character design.
For actual character design, because he has so many different roles, I would honestly throw him up in S tier because he is so versatile.
And the weirdest part about him is that he wasn't even a fucking Mario character. He was a character from that game we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know the story, you have been lied to your entire lives and don't even know it. Hey, Colin, what's good, dude? It's nice to see you. Yo, Benny and Chad also. Sheesh. So, for those of you that don't know, Mario 2 is a motherfucking lie. So it was originally designed for, what did they say earlier, the 1987?
Yeah.
It was an expo in Japan, and they basically were trying to market this TV show and market all these other products through a convention. And they needed, since video games were catching on, they decided to cross-promote with a video game franchise. And they had Nintendo of Japan come up with these characters and this story and this setting, which should all look really, really fucking familiar because that is this game. Mario 2 was originally released in Japan. They brought it stateside, and the guy that tested the American market games decided this game is entirely too fucking hard for America. They rejected it outright, sent a letter back to Nintendo of Japan saying there's no way Americans are going to buy this. It's entirely too difficult. We got to do something. So Nintendo of Japan decided that they were going to basically reskin this game, which for those of you that don't know, it's called Yume Kojo Doki Doki Panic, and I hope I didn't fuck that up too bad. But all they did was they took the exact same backgrounds, the enemy types, all the power-ups and everything. They made little tweaks here and there, and they reskinned Mario characters over the top of it, and they sold it as Mario 2, and we bought that shit up like hotcakes because we're stupid. And then 10 years later, we started finding these old cartridges from this convention. We're like, oh my god, those bastards lied to us. So for those of you that didn't know, that's the basic story about how Mario 2 came to be. So the fact that he's that versatile in that role, and he's not even a fucking Mario character. He's a reskin from another video game, which granted the video game was still pretty good.
Yeah.
But he's not an original Mario character. Holy shit, Jaden's here too. What's going on, dude?
Also his outfit looks like Grumpy.
Oh, from the Seven Dwarfs?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Like he's definitely a purge gnome.
He could, yeah.
He's a gnome with a purge mask.
He's almost like an angry minion. like a homicidal minion. It's pretty fucked up to think about.
You know what else his face also kind of looks like? Kind of looks like Jack Skellington.
It does.
Because those big black eyes.
What's this? Yeah. So as far as like the double stabby Shy Guy, are we throwing him down like C tier?
Yeah, because he only really has that like one. I mean,
kinda,
sometimes
kind
he
of buzzes
flies
you and
and
then
goes.
tries to shank you. So one of my personal favorites in I guess you learn something every day, man. At least you should, because when you stop learning, as far as I'm concerned, that's when you die. So one of my favorite levels from back in the day, and Nessa knows this, we actually got to it a few weeks ago when we were playing it on stream, was the level where everything is bigger. There's a Super Mario 3 world, and I want to say it's... Holy shit, that's like a whole group. We got Benny, Matt, Jaden, Colin.
Tip $1. Psych Benny knows wanted to donate to support.
Oh, well, I appreciate it, guys. That means a whole lot to me. It means the world. I'm all flustered now.
Okay, that's okay.
So I think it was either level 3 or level 4 in Mario Brothers 3. And they had basically everything was huge. The question blocks were huge. The Goombas were huge. The fucking Koopa Troopers were huge. And you're still the same size. It's like...
but you can go through a door in one of the levels and make them small again.
Yeah. So we have the big Goombas. So for those of you that didn't play a lot of video games back during the 80s and 90s, which I know pretty much 2/3 of the chat right now did not because they weren't there. That's a Goomba. The little mushroom-shaped people that you stomp on, that's what Mario's known for. Just jumping on people, flattening them. Those are the Goombas. And this picture here that you're...
So here's a regular Goomba, which I'm just going to throw here right away because I could whoop a regular Goomba's ass.
Oh my God, like a Goomba...
He's a tiny mushroom. You
do
can
they have
smash
teeth?
him. He does have
they got
teeth.
little fangs, but...
Little fangs.
I think as long as you jump high enough, you'd be fine, because Mario's been doing it since...
Yeah, so they're not that big.
No, I mean, real scale, they're probably like, what, like
let's be honest here.
Tall?
Mario is a very short Italian. He's probably like 3 feet tall, so...
And he's pudgy as fuck. So, I mean, you got to figure, like, the video game makes him look out to be really athletic, but it's his video game. They got to sell him up. You know that dude's probably got to be like 260 pounds of straight lard.
Do you think he squishes like mushrooms like when you were a kid and you go outside and you squash the mushrooms? Think he smashes the same way?
I don't think my childhood is ready to think about the aftermath of murdering a Goomba. That's why I always prefer it in 8 bits. You don't have to think about it. You just boop, boop, and he's gone.
Well, I think a regular Goomba, I could definitely whoop his ass.
So, yeah, I'll put him there.
What about a big Goomba?
Big Goomba is going to go into S tier because bare fists, you're not taking him down.
But you could just get some what am I thinking of? The stuff for the yard that kills the mushrooms.
Like pesticide?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I'm bringing
the long game.
Yeah, you just wait for 6 months and he dissolves. But if we're bringing like weapons to what's essentially a fist fight. Holy shit. Benny with $14 tipped in the chat. I
Benny
appreciate
knows
it, brother.
$14. New top Dono baby, I hope.
That actually would be the new top Dono. Previous top D was Dietze F'er with 1337. And Benny Knows is now the top donor to beat in chat with $14. That is...
Woo-hoo.
Yeah,
that's big spending money.
That is well. It's gonna go. It's gonna go towards paying back the computer that I just bought today. So, let me see if I can pull this up here. I got the Google Sheets, which isn't gonna make for exactly what you would call a page-turning read here, but we can link stuff off of this. So, this is the PC that's gonna be replacing the laptop that we're doing all this stuff. I love you too, Benny. All you guys. I cannot overstate how awesome it is to spend time watching you, your friends, your followers, your community. You guys are the absolute shit, and the people that hang out with you are amazing human beings. And it is my honor and privilege to watch you guys. So, there's the case right there. Got kind of like a cool little mesh effect up front. Nice big open side panel, so you can get a look at all the crazy RGB shit we're going to be cramming in there. We got a Ryzen 7 processor. I got a secondhand 1060 RTX or GTX GPU, which is going to have to be good enough because I'm not really willing to fellate anybody to get a graphics card right now, which is realistically the only way you're going to get it unless you get extremely lucky. So we're going to be running with a used GPU, but the rest of this stuff is all future-proof. This is going to be top-notch stuff. So I cannot wait to get back into Warzone with a new computer where I'm not having a second-long screen delay. Every time I get into a gunfight, things freeze up. And I'm like, well, I'm going to keep shooting here, but I have no idea where the hell he is. I'm on the wrong screen here.
I think my name is Colin tipped $14. I appreciate the support, man. I'm the new top Dono though. Smile XOXO to Benny.
New top D in chat. I think his name is Colin. That may or may not be the case. We're going to, if he thinks his name is Colin, his name is Colin. Thank you, Colin, for the $14 in chat. It means the world to me, and that's going to once again go towards repaying the massive debt I built up this afternoon.
It was a lot.
Without the graphics card,
our credit card sent 2 messages to make sure we were confirming the purchases.
It's just looking at our invoice like, you guys good? You guys don't usually spend this kind of money. Are you good? But I can't wait to put that fucker together. So getting back on track, we had the big Goombas, which in a fair fight, we're not taking them. They're 30 feet tall. Their teeth are bigger than we are. So unless you wanted to pull a Vega from Street Fighter and bring a knife to a fist fight,
that's fair.
That is an absolute W, Colin. 100%.
However, why I would put this Goomba, because he is very versatile as well, because he has different characters, I would throw the big one down here. average because really you just took the original and you just made it big.
All you did was change the scale.
Yeah.
You took essentially an 8-bit character and made him 8 bits, and then made the other guy 1 bit.
Oh, hold on. Let's take care of Shy Guy too. Where is he?
It's in alphabetical order.
There he is.
Yep, there we go.
So can you whoop his ass?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. It'd be like kicking.
It's funny because look, both of those are at the we could whoop their ass, but the character design we like.
See, these people, they have some really interesting roles in the Mario universe because you always see them doing stuff, but they're never in positions of authority. They're like the little exploited masses of the Mushroom Kingdom. It's kind of like a fucked up allegory going on in the background. And I don't have time to get into this. We got a lot of guys to review here. So we did the big Goombas, we did the small Goombas, we got the specialty Goombas, which from Mario 3, we had the ones in the shoe, which I'm looking through alphabetical order, and I do not see him. There we go.
He's up there.
So I think this one, just as far as creativity goes, because
he's in a wind-up shoe.
Who the hell would think to put a Goomba in a wind-up shoe?
I don't know if they to put anybody in a wind-up shoe.
Do they have different drugs in Japan? I didn't think there was a big drug culture in Japan right now, but during the 80s there had to have been, because who the fuck thinks of things like that? It's literally an old school, wind up like a fucking cuckoo clock.
But it's a shoe and it bounces.
Yeah. And so for those of you that didn't play the game, your ordinary jump height is probably, what would you say, 10, 12 feet in the air?
Probably.
It's definitely not to scale for human beings, but that shoe would make it, 20, 25 feet minimum?
Probably.
Just absolutely massive jump height. Well, I appreciate it, Colin. And thanks for stopping in, dude.
So what do we say for being, I would say average.
Yeah, I think that the shoe is kind of an equalizer here.
I think so.
Because you can't kill what you can't hit. And if the thing is jumping 25 feet in the air, he's going to be tougher to take down. But with great risk comes great reward, because then you get
you have a shoe.
Then you get the Mario Force 1s. Or is that more like the PF Flyers from Sandlot, guaranteed to make an Italian plumber jump higher and run faster? You can run away from the beast.
Oh, man.
Oh, we're going all kinds of cringy today, and I am 100% okay with it. So, I don't fuck with no chomp chomps. That guy right there?
Oh, yeah, that's a no.
No, that's going to be a no for me, dog. I'm not fucking with no chain chomps. It's like an angry pit bull, but made out of metal. Probably has no soul.
I'm going to put this also as A. Also, I love this so much. I have plans of making Rue. Rue's our cat that you've seen previously on air. I plan on making him a bed.
Mm-hmm.
That
with the little cushion where his little tongue would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those things are cute. I'll try and pull up a picture of one. So we got. Go ahead and continue so we don't have a lot of dead space here.
Okay.
So what are you thinking?
So I'm going to say an easy one would be the Fleur. I think he's a Flurry. He's the snow little dude.
Is he from Mario 2?
He is from 2.
Okay.
He's in the ice world. I think I whoop his ass. I mean, he's snow.
Yeah, I mean, unless he's that really hard.
It's like whooping Olaf's ass, which
I would beat Olaf to death with his own carrot. I think he's hysterical. At the same time,
when he tells a story in Frozen 2 is ridiculous.
Sometimes the dude just got an ass whooping coming though.
But that being said, I don't really feel like
it was a snow level. You needed a snow enemy. They got one. Did they do anything? Because I never got that far.
No, they just kind of slide across the ice, and you kind of gotta dodge them.
If you run into them, it hurts you.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta dodge them. You gotta jump a lot. That's really about it.
So we can get another couple of these Mario 2 ones out of the way. This is Birdo, right?
It is Birdo. So if they're fighting and they're only using the skill that they have, if we're talking just shooting eggs
out of her little snooter.
Yeah, I would say C. Honestly, what it's doing is really no different than the auto bomb.
So it almost sounds really weird to describe a dinosaur called Birdo shooting eggs out of its face. So I'm gonna see if I can find.
We're gonna play a little Mario too, so.
Yeah. Okay, this will work. To give you an idea of what this would look like, back in, back when Boomer was knee-high to a grasshopper. And I still don't like that noise that it makes when you hit her. That's like nightmare feeling. It's like you stepped on a demon dog's tail.
Like, I mean, they're huge eggs. They're like ostrich eggs.
But I feel like that would make them a lot easier to dodge. Do you agree?
Yeah, and there's just one. I mean, I would put it in the same as far as ability to beat, the same as Auto Bob, because it does the same thing, the Auto Bomb thing, and it's the only difference is one's on wheels and one's moving. I do like it. It is a dinosaur. You know, I love dinosaurs, so that's at least a B.
Yeah, I think that as far as creativity goes, creativity is great. Character design is okay. Function in battle, not so much, because again, I mean, it's the boss of the first level, for Christ's sake, and it's not even a difficult one.
It's a boss throughout Mario 2.
You could probably play the Birdo boss fight with the controller upside down and be just fine. It's not really a threat.
All right, so also something I feel is not really a threat is I'm gonna say this guy. I feel like I whoop his ass.
Who throws his shoe? You fight like a bloody woman. I mean, honestly, man. That really hurt.
I mean, he is just as small as the Goomba, and I think the only downside is once you bounce on him, I mean, if you just hit him once,
then he goes into a shell.
He's in a shell.
Which, could you imagine, like, when Mario kicks him, he spins around like a top. Could you imagine how disoriented that guy would be when he stopped spinning? He's probably gonna throw up all over the place. That's horrifying. What's his name? Beetle Bill? Beetle something?
I don't remember what his name is.
I thought I remember seeing Beetle something when we were... Buzzy Beetle. Which I think I might kick him up a half a tier just for having the most adorable name out of the bunch.
You can move him to C if you want. But I feel like he's
still no threat.
He's definitely not a threat.
I might throw him in either C or B as far as like an overall like Mario character goes, just because the dude's been in all of them, right?
Yeah.
Was he in 2?
No, he wasn't in 2.
Oh, damn well should have been. So either I'm thinking B or C.
Let's go with B, just because like they
also use them for puzzle solving, which is cool.
Yeah.
They got the little blocks you have to break to get out of places, and you know it's a little bit unique.
All right, who else? You go.
I'll take it on the top of the list of people whose ass you're absolutely not going to kick is Thwomp. Picking a fight with Thwomp is like picking a fight with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It is technically feasible on paper that in some alternate reality you could win, but not in this one. The dude's got to weigh like
I do like
12, 15,000
later on,
pounds.
like in Mario 64, the like really large 3D ones, or it's almost like a block. It's basically the same thing, but it's a block instead. You got to run underneath his legs.
And then they have like in Mario World, the little baby thwomps.
Yeah.
And they kind of jump back and forth. You got to dodge them.
So what about design?
I'm going with a solid A.
Okay, that's fair.
Because, I mean, you took a very basic concept, and if you look at that face, you give it a lot of personality. Even the old ones, like, they didn't have him in Mario 1, I don't think. But they did in Mario 3. If I could type right. He's gone through a lot of design revisions throughout the years. Like, just, like, look at the... Ugh. It's like a Mr. Meeseeks on acid.
It does kind of look like Meeseeks. Maybe that's where
Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. I don't like that at all. That needs to go away. But it has tons of personality, and that moves to the A tier for me, if that's all right with you.
That's fair.
So we have
here. I'm gonna throw something up in S tier. Could not. This is your guy on acid.
Ooh, no, you don't fuck with. I think it's called a fire chomp or a flame chomp, one of the two.
I still kind of feel like
I think B tier is fine because they basically took the same enemy and they thought, but
I
what
mean,
if he
that's
was?
kind of the same thing that with Goomba is,
But what if he was on fire? And they rolled with it. And that's basically what we have there. The Flame Chomp is just a...
Actually, I will move him up just a teeny bit because he also flies.
Oh, fuck, you're right, he does. Which, that's exactly what the world did not need, was a flying chain chomp.
Yeah, no.
But Mario 3 had it.
And it's like the level 2 where you can't see stuff on screen. So as it's panning, it's like coming out of like nowhere.
And you get that, oh shit, kind of factor as you're running away from it.
Yeah.
And I think one of my favorite part about the original chain chomps is the fact that it barks like a dog.
It does.
And that they change the bark every time a little bit, but it's always funny. It's always one of those like wholesome, really simple, funny things.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it always makes me smile, but I'm also easily amused. But so next, speaking of really weird enemies, especially in the desert areas of Mario 3, if you play Mario 3 for the first time and these guys don't catch you off guard, you're obviously psychic because it looks just like all the other blocks, except when you get close enough, it fucking jumps at you. No block has ever jumped at you before.
It's like that psych move.
Yeah, it's the ultimate prank that Mario could pull.
It is.
The environment is trying to kill you now. Which, I mean, you have the sun trying to kill you, the fucking stone blocks trying to kill you. I mean, what's next? The timer kills you? The timer always did, I guess.
Yeah, the timer technically did.
Well, the timer, like, unglues itself from the bottom of the screen and jumps out at you. That's what I'm getting at. So, as far as creativity goes...
Meh. B?
You basically put a spring on a... Well, I guess C. If we had an E tier or an F tier, I guess that would make a difference. So, yeah, we'll call it C tier. As far as could you whoop its ass? That's another story because it's a brick.
But as soon as you, like, jump... Like, as soon as he jumps on it, it, like, falls apart.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
It's kind of like bring a hammer to a brick fight, though, and you could take it out.
Is that... Would we react the same way in this fight? Like, do we follow the same rules that Mario does? Like, if we jump on it, it dies.
Well, I mean, if that was the case, it's really not that big. I mean, we're talking like a
2x2.
Yeah.
So I mean, realistically, at worst, it's going to jump maybe 4 feet in
and
there.
it still pauses when it jumps. It doesn't just jump.
Yeah, and it's not like it's jumping like 30 feet away.
Right. So I think you could take that out. I think I wouldn't say it's a D, but because it does jump.
It does pose a threat. I mean, you get hit in the face with 50 pounds worth of brick, it's still going to suck. So I have 2 separate enemies here, but I'm going to put them in the same tier as far as their threat goes. And that's in the same tier as all the other slow projectile-based stuff. I don't remember what the cannon's actual name is, but that's Bullet Bill. The cannon's name, let's look this up here. Bill Blaster. That's a cool
You're going
name.
to put them in C?
I am. And I feel like they've probably killed me more times than those ones from Mario 2 ever did.
See, I would at least put this guy, I would at least put him... Well, we're basing off of the 1, 2, 3.
Not off of Mario Kart.
Because any of the, like, later games, he moves.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he follows you.
He's like a dude-seeking missile.
Yeah.
If we're talking Mario Kart, oh, forget about it. The thing's S tier. That's the death of you. I think C is a fair place for it.
All right.
You
really just need a dodge and it's going to explode on its own anyway, so.
Yeah. I'm not particularly...
It's not really a competition.
I would definitely be a lot more concerned about a real bullet than I would about Bullet Bill.
Because you could definitely dodge this.
Yeah, you wouldn't even measure in inches anymore as like a projectile. They'd be like a 2-foot gun.
And he does move very slowly. It's not like he's
like that big around.
Quick. He's just kind of like
lazily meandering his way across the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, I think he could be dodged. I don't know that you would whoop his ass, but you could definitely dodge him.
And he would whoop his own ass.
True, because he will explode.
You get out of the way, you're fine. As far as character design, I like the look of it, but it's a gun.
It's not significant.
So I'm putting
I would
both.
almost put the gun down below and put him. Yeah, I would keep him either B or C.
Just because, I mean, who's ever seen a bullet with arms before? I've seen a bullet with a smile before,
He
but
looks so angry. So angry.
I think he's more determined than angry. Like, I'm gonna get that fucking plumber. Let's get another Mario 2 one since you're sort of the main authority, as the only one here who's ever even come close to beating Mario 2 that's sitting at this table.
I think I take the snake out. It's not a very good picture. That's my fault. I did download that one, but I mean, C tier for design is a snake.
Snake in a jar.
Yeah.
What about snake not in a jar?
Snake not in a jar. Do we have a snake not in a jar? Oh, these guys?
Like the Hydra?
Oh no, hell no. We'll come back to them in a second.
Okay.
But a snake in a jar, that's easy. I feel that's easy peasy. Unless we're talking like a king cobra or something.
It's not going anywhere. So
but
you get close
he just jumps out of the jar and then he goes back in.
And then when he goes back in, I think
with the right stick, I could just. When he pops his head back up,
you just turn the jar upside down.
Oh, you could do that too.
And roll credits. That's a done deal.
But you got to do it quickly because if you just tip the jar over first, he's going to go right out.
Because again, it's a snake.
Okay, so this guy though, he shoots fire. First of all, he has 3 heads. He shoots fire. I get that it's still a snake, but
so he's almost like a ghetto Charizard.
Yeah, kinda. I almost want to put in an A tier.
I'm not fucking with him. I'm sorry, but that 3-headed snake pinches you on the ass. Have a good night, sir. And I'm gonna keep on walking.
And he is pretty large. I think A.
Yeah,
we might come back to that. It might be an S.
I'm certainly not starting a fight with a fucking 3-headed fire snake.
No.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Creativity.
I mean, I'd put it middle of the road.
Yeah, it's definitely better than the one snake in a jar.
I mean, it's kind of like ripped off from Greek mythology, but kind of made cutesy.
Okay, this one easy peasy.
Yeah,
it's a mask.
I don't even remember. Are those the things that are like in the
That's when you grab
sections?
Yeah, you grab the key and you run and he just chases you.
It sort of reminds me of those creepy...
It's not even like, so here's the thing. If he this is what I hate about this one. It's not like he hits you and he zaps you or something. Like he just hits you. Is he made of... I don't know. I'm just not impressed with him. Not impressed.
I can't for the love of me find this...
What are you looking for?
You know the weird, creepy little smiley face from Zelda 2? That just kind of...
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so I guess just fuck me today, huh? So it really reminds me of that, because those are just sort of random. Whereas these, they actively chase you, right?
Yeah.
Like if you move to the left, it's gonna...
Okay, so here's the thing. If it was made of, like, vibranium, and that's what was taking you out, I would get it. But we're just talking about a mask.
Is it like a clay mask?
I don't know.
Does it self-regenerate?
But I mean, all he does is he hits him and he's dead.
And they don't look like they hit him very fast. It's more just like harassing him, like, get out of my...
I could break that thing.
We might have to put this to the test. And stay tuned next week when we break shit. So
the design, man, I'm gonna throw that.
Nah, that's fine.
That's a meh.
Meh.
All right, you want to do like 3 more, and that'll even us out, and we'll play.
Yeah, then I'll watch you play Mario, because you know how me and platformers usually go.
Okay.
I'll give it a shot, but I mean, you're just throwing lives away.
Do you want to play the second one?
Kinda.
Okay.
Because I mean, I know for a fact you can beat it. You did it like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a terribly difficult game once you know what you're doing.
I will clarify that 20 minutes was not a beginning to end. Yeah,
this was more of a speed run.
Yeah, that was using warps and all good fun stuff.
So I kind of like these guys. I don't remember what they're called. I'm gonna have to look them up right here. So these guys, Buster Beetles, which I don't know, sounds like a.
You like everything that has like a beetle,
I do.
apparently.
I do. Maybe I got a beetle thing. So I think as far as like creativity goes, it's sort of a spin on this little guy right here, except it throws shit at you. So I don't know. Design creativity,
Meh.
it's okay. I think they're fun because you can pick up their projectiles and throw them back at them. And they take stuff out of the map as opposed to like bringing in their own ammunition.
So do you think you could kick its ass?
It depends on how hard it's throwing those bricks.
But when he throws it, it doesn't break it. It just kind of slides. So you could pick it back up and throw it at him. So really the question comes down to is, can you dodge the first throw, like dodgeball, and pick it back up and have the aim to take him out?
I'd probably just end up stepping on him, if I'm being honest.
After you take his brick?
Probably to the chin. We're going to keep it a buck here. I'm probably tanking that.
So you might still come out with a little bit of injury.
Yeah. So for that, I think I'm going to put him above the little sneaky guy just because it's coming at you a lot quicker.
Okay.
Like, it's not just sort of lazily loping his way towards you. Alliteration, by the way. He's actually yeeting a fucking brick at your face, which I don't like it when people do that. What the hell's that crab?
Oh, the crab is in the second one.
Mm-hmm. I guess that, but what's his deal?
I honestly
What's going on, bot? Good to see you.
don't remember.
How big are they? Are they like Mario
Oh no,
sized?
he's pretty big. He's pretty big.
So he's definitely a threat because he's got pincers.
Yeah, I would throw him up here with
If
this.
you go to give him a right hook and he catches you, you're losing a hand.
Right, but I mean, you could probably fight him with fire, and then you would have crab for days.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Crack
eat crab,
some joints,
but
butter it up, and yeah, that could be tasty.
right.
Fuck it, I might take my chances with him.
I mean, he's pretty meaty.
Yeah, I mean, look at him.
I don't eat crab, but I would definitely
Oh, I
try
don't
to
know about all
kill
that,
him
bot.
for days.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
So what? I mean, it's a crab.
It's a crab. I'm
B.
going C.
See?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a damn crab.
All right. I'm gonna put. Let's just cut the ninja for a second
I
because
like those guys.
I love ninja. I feel like a blink and beat ninja, but I love ninja. Ninja's gotta go up to the top. I'm sorry.
My question is, does Ninja actually know ninjutsu?
I don't know, but he's wearing little pajamas. He just jumps. He doesn't do anything else. You could jump on him.
So he's just a spaz.
Yes, but look. I mean, look at his little pajamas.
They're
so-
adorable.
He's almost like a bunny. He looks like a little bunny.
Is he supposed to be like a star person?
He is.
Okay.
He's supposed to be a ninja star.
Okay.
That's why he's ninja.
Except it's like a Star of David because he's a 6-point. He's got the 2 feet, the little 2 ears, and then like 2 arms.
He looks like a bunny in pajamas. He's adorable. He's an S.
So we're giving the S for the bunny in pajamas.
Yes.
You know I'm gonna catch shit for this later, right? Stupid boomer rating bunny in pajamas on S tier. So,
well, I did say we could kick its ass.
well, the good news is, bot, we're actually gonna be playing a little Mario. What do you say? We rank one more and then get right to it.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to rank my spirit animal.
Okay.
This little guy. As far as creativity and design goes, I'm throwing him at least a B. He's like a mole, pops up from underneath the manhole cover, and just yeets a wrench at something.
He reminds me of hold on, keep talking. I'm gonna look up his name.
He is my spirit animal because 9 times out of 10, I'm constantly wanting to throw a wrench at something. So, being the pissed off cave dweller that I am, he is me.
Gaitan, aka the mole from Atlantis.
Okay.
You know the guy who just digs himself all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still prefer this guy from Atlantis.
Oh, the guy who explodes everything? I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the best. Vinny.
Yeah. Where is this? I got to pull up the
Just
right
type
clip.
in Vinny.
This might be my favorite clip from anything ever.
Half a mile high, at least. It must have taken hundreds, no, thousands of years to carve this thing.
Smile on his face.
Hey, look, I made a bridge. It only took me like, what, 10 seconds? 11 tops.
I fucking love that guy. So, as far as like an enemy that could I defeat him? Yeah, I think that I honestly could. As long as you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, and if you can dodge a wrench, you can whoop his ass. So all I got to do is jump on top of the little manhole cover, and he's done. So I'm putting him as just with the same slow projectile weapon throwing enemies.
I do love his little goggles too.
They are adorable.
I'm not sure why he's wearing them.
Safety
but...
first.
Okay.
I mean, he is on an airship, right? I mean, they got to be going at like 2, maybe 3 miles an hour. You wouldn't want all that grit getting in your face.
All right. Well, here let's.
Yeah, that absolutely was the real honey toast.
I am gonna throw. I'm gonna take care of a few of them right here in one shot. I'm gonna throw all these guys up top here because
you don't fuck with fire people.
I feel like this guy jumped. I mean, now if you had some water.
The question is, where's this fire coming from? Like, is it just fire? Is it like supernatural, like fire?
I don't know. Like, this guy is definitely, he's the worst of the worst. Now, maybe if you had some water, you could probably throw these guys down here. He would be a lot harder.
Yeah, I mean, that little lava guy, the one that jumps in and out of the lava, bloop,
yeah.
I'm not fighting him either, but at the same time, he's not hard to dodge. Unless you're like a little 5-year-old, then, I mean, that might be...
We'll keep these guys in A, but this guy's definitely up here.
I don't remember him. He's
in
from
2.
the second one, right?
He's in 2, okay. Yeah. And when you kill him, he has little baby fires.
Oh, fuck that. So he's like a magma cube from fucking Minecraft.
Yeah.
Oh, what a dick.
So I'm just going to throw these probably all in...
C?
C. I mean, we'll give him a little bit more because he turns, But
I think C is fair for most of them. It's a dude that either is fire or throws fire. So, hey, have a good night, dude. Thanks for coming out. Hope to see you next time. So, I think that's enough for now. You want to actually?
Let's do a little bit of 2, and then we'll come back.
Okay. So we got one queued up here.
Oh, by the way. Just to kind of recap from a few weeks ago, I played today the Tiny Toon Adventure game that we
I feel like
kept
that might have been a little bit too loud.
completely bombing. That ship level, that's still a little too loud, I think. And I beat it today in like, what was that, like half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe?
Yeah. So,
but I couldn't get past that for the life of me on air. I still think that's a little loud. But...
Well, I turned down the level in OBS.
Okay.
So I might have to use the wired controller.
Let's double check. Tom, if you're still out there, whoever's out there, can you comment? Can you hear us louder than the video game?
You want to start off?
Yeah, you want to swap?
Yeah. You get the VIP chair here. Say what you want about them ripping off another game. I love the music in this one. It is just infinitely charming.
Can I turn this down a little bit? Here?
Yeah, you can try it. Nope. Alright, try now. I have no idea if it worked, but...
Meh.
Go nuts. I'll do it.
I volunteer tribute.
Yeah. So it's like Hunger Games Mushroom Kingdom Edition?
Yep.
Is this technically the Mushroom Kingdom?
It's somebody else's kingdom.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter where it is because it's not real. The end of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, if you
I didn't want to hit that one.
if you haven't played this almost 50-year-old game. What, 40, at least a solid 40-something years old, right? No, I guess it came out in 87? So that would be... Shit, it's only like 35 years. Give or take.
Close enough.
Yeah. So if you haven't played this 35-year-old game, spoiler alert, none of this is real.
It's just a dream.
Which is the biggest cop-out an ending can have.
I do hate that.
At least they don't sequel bait with it. Even though there was an infinite number of sequels. So what was the point of behind the cherries anyway? Just cause?
Just cause.
Because they're delicious?
Yep.
I kind of did like this one star theme. This was the only one that ever really changed the underground theme at all.
Yeah.
They kept the same one for most of the rest of them. And what the hell is that supposed to be? Is that a ladybug?
It is a ladybug.
Okay. And that's for the after game slot machine thing, right?
Yep.
And your health upgrades, those stay between levels, or
Yes.
so if you find like a whole bunch of them, by the end of the game you'll actually be stronger than you were when you started. Girl's got timing. I'll give her that.
I've only played this like a million times.
Yeah, what you have here is the action platformer in the family.
Hey, it's Birdo.
Yeah, I remember you. We were just talking about you. And I guess that's supposed to be like the little whatever jewel that you need to get out of the level. I always thought that was like just her stomach, so I thought she looked
It
kind of
does
weird.
kind of look like it.
I just thought she looked kind of weird.
It looks like a pearl.
And what do you call him? He's got a name.
He does have a name. I think it's just like Gatebird or something.
Oh, okay. That song or that sound effect is also my spirit animal.
Is that how you go through life?
Usually about an hour into the workday. Like, you know what? Today's going to be different. And sometimes it is. Usually it's not. And the thing that was really unique about the player characters in this game is that each one of them has their own individual strengths. For example...
This guy could whoop his ass. And take his carpet.
Yeah?
I
Would it be
feel like it.
like
In
a
real
carpet
life?
jacking?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the stabby guys from earlier.
Damn.
Apparently more of a threat than we thought. So the princess, for example, she can float when she jumps, which makes her a little bit more noob-friendly for platforming. I still think those little guys down at the bottom look kind of like Ducky from Land Before Time. I flied? You falled. I don't remember what those the shy guys with the shank sticks are called, but I'm gonna call them Stabby Bills.
Stabby Bill.
Or would you prefer Stabby McGee? And we never did determine if he's got a name besides Creepy Masco. So they're just like a rock throwing shy guy?
Yeah.
So they got that weird like gas mask looking thing. Do they have a different name?
I think they do. They all have different names. I just don't know what his is. Yeah.
We're gonna call him Anthrax Bill. I like the name a lot of
They're
the
all
Mario
on the.
characters,
They're
Bill.
all purgers. They're all wearing masks.
Still help me out if the next level starts with the siren. I'm gonna be a little concerned. You got away with one there.
I did too many. Sometimes it's like, yeah, screw you.
Oh, it won't let you do any more of the little vial things.
Yeah.
Birdo. Boss so nice, kick her ass twice.
Kick your ass multiple times.
Do they really have to have her 2 levels in a row, though?
Alright, so here's the question. Am I using little warp tunnels to get through this, or are we playing this?
I mean, I figure we play it for another like 10 minutes or so and then get back to the rank.
Okay.
You're just gonna play it legit?
I guess.
No cheats for you.
Actually, maybe I will do the first cheat because some people don't even know it's there.
I probably didn't know it was there.
I know you didn't because you watched me. You're like, what? That's a thing?
Dang it, Bobby. Alright, Cheater Pants McGee, what do you got?
It's not here. It's towards the end. Relax.
I thought you were gonna jump right past the start. I'm like, well, son of a bitch.
I also think I could take those fish out.
Probably.
I mean, it's fish.
Why do they look like a heart?
I don't know. Oh, shit.
That's something I would have done. Just chuck them into a waterfall.
Okay, so normally you can't go down this, see?
Okay. There you go into the upside down. Okay.
Did you know that? Oh, look, here's the fluffy dude that I can beat.
You almost ate your words there.
I should not have picked him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you picked the one with the slipperiest handling to use on ice. That's a bold strategery.
I wasn't thinking. I did not think this one through. Space.
If you think about it, it's kind of like a prelude to Super Mario Galaxy.
Kinda.
Let me guess.
It's Auto Bomb. Bomb.
What's up, Bob?
Oh, that's right. He shoots fire.
So it's not like bullets. It's like
not bullets. It's fire.
What's with the little snow dicks?
What are you talking about? Him?
No, the thing that you're standing on.
Oh, it's just like a snow cacti. Look, watch. Hold on.
You just bugged him.
Easy peasy.
Give me your shit.
He's just more annoying than anything.
Yeah. Dude just over there like minding his own business, clearing out all the snow, and then Luigi comes out like, bitch, give me a fruit cocktail. Leave me alone, Luigi. I got a job to do. Fuck you, man. Give me your car.
This is about what it looks like when I'm gambling in real life. Yep, this is about what it looks like. There goes all my money.
Kids ever want to know what it's like to be a grown-up, you're looking at it right here.
And that's why you leave your credit card in the car when you go to the casino.
Definitely don't have one too many drinks. Go get my fucking credit card. Also, the stabby guys have different uniforms.
Yeah, look, watch.
Okay. I see you there. Parkour.
Am I stressing you out?
That time you did. Because once again, you got away with one there.
And there's the whales.
Gotta be whales here. Why are there plants growing on a whale? The implications are not good. Can you die in the upside down?
Yes.
Okay, that would be embarrassing.
These were counted as bad guys. I just didn't actually count them as bad guys.
I probably wouldn't have either. They're just sort of there.
Okay, so I'm not going to do it, but there is another warp up ahead.
Does that take you like level 12?
It takes you all but to the end. Not that we need any more extra guys, but...
Sound effects were always a little bit weird in this game.
You think so?
They almost sound muffled.
Kinda.
At least certain ones do. You have 720YY no scope, that guy. Speaking of the cat, what's up, Brew? Hi, boy.
Let's stay here and wait. Here we go.
Come here. Come here. Oh, there he is.
So that would have been right here.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Rudy Tooties.
He's a good boy. You got anything you want to say? No?
Oh, watch this.
I can't let you back.
Wait, look, you actually need this.
Huh. I keep forgetting that you can crouch down and get like the super jump. Hey, you
So
again.
this one's red, so it will shoot fire. At some
Like one
point.
time in 3, right?
Yeah.
Later, nerd. You would have botched the jump. I don't think we can be friends anymore.
I know, I was actually thinking that.
I should have just been looking into the camera like... Do you think that sound effect is called, like, exasperated sigh.wav?
Probably.
So you want to do one more level?
Sure.
I won't do it because we'll be here all day. We got other shit to do this week.
What?
Yeah, I gotta put a computer together.
Okay, so I didn't hold that one, but I could have held that one, so this is what you have to do for this one. You ready?
Hey, do not tear
What?
down my green screen.
So you know how...
This is like rocket riding in Fortnite. And you're never getting over there in a million years without that.
See, that's what that other...
Why do those turnips look different?
I don't know.
The turnip's gone bad. They kind of look like Kirby if like somebody stepped on his head.
Oh, kinda.
That'd be a fun game to play on stream. Entirely too easy though. If you really don't want to play, you can just fly over most of it. But they definitely get an A for effort as far as like all the power-ups go. 'Cause you can do some crazy shit. So let me ask you this: does the screen scroll down too? Or if you fall off it, do you die?
No, this will scroll down.
Okay. Some games won't.
No, this one will.
Playing City Connection here. You're too young to know what City Connection is. Don't feel bad. I'm old as fuck. And until like a year ago, I didn't know what City Connection was. It's an old game.
I like City Connection. With the, Oh!
F in the chat for the weird fruit punch vial.
Damn.
Okay. I see where this is going. Alright, we're just violating physics. That's fun.
I can't remember if there's spikes at the bottom, so we're just gonna ride it out. Oh, I was gonna say, I bet you there's a key here.
Run, fool, run!
As long as you don't have it, he can't hurt you.
How much does that fucking key weigh?
That's it. You just, as long as it's not in your hand.
That's fucked.
So every so often you gotta throw it down so it goes away.
That's probably why you live longer in this game.
What?
Because I'm just like, come down here and fight me, you wee prick.
He was just up there in the corner.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I fucking love that song. So I'm thinking about doing a series in the future. Oh, just gonna go ahead and give it to you, huh? That's suspicious.
It's because there's a bigger guy up here.
Keldon, good to see you. I knew one way or another we'd get you in here. So, to bring you up to speed, Keldon, this is Super Mario Brothers 2, which is not Super Mario Brothers 2. I'll explain it to you later. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, you're right. They're
Like I
almost...
told you.
Yeah, they're like a magma cube. That's the Minecraft people in the audience will understand. Bop. They're pretty quick. Ooh, with the collateral. Okay.
So now you got to see the fire guy we just talked about.
Yeah.
That you weren't sure about.
You ready to rank some more stuff?
Yep.
Oh shit, they got ostriches too?
Yeah, hold on. You can ride them.
Fuck yeah. That's my ostrich now. Run his ass over. You really have to ride on his head?
Well, yeah, you can't really ride on his back. You have to just...
I thought you were going to make that ostrich take the L for you.
I was gonna throw him at him. You can throw him.
Jesus. It is what it is not.
Alright, sure. We're going back to that in a second.
We
can swap back.
Yeah, we've metaphorically beaten quite a few asses so far. And keep in mind, this is just characters from Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3. This doesn't include, like, Super Mario World, Mario 64. Doesn't include
Galaxy.
Mario Galaxy, Sunshine, Mario Kart, any of those. Odyssey. What else was there? There's a couple others.
There was a lot.
And there's probably like 20 of them out for Switch that we haven't played because somebody won't pull the trigger and buy a goddamn Switch.
Hold the hell up. I tried to buy a Switch the other day and I went on like 4 different sites and there was no Switches available except like a color I didn't want, so I didn't pull the trigger on it. I mean, I know I have vinyl and I could have redone it, but I didn't care. I wanted what I wanted.
We'll just beat up Rosie and take his. Pat's not going to stop us. As long as Pat can come over and play. Yeah, we'll just beat him up and steal his.
But Rosie will notice it when he comes over to guest in our thing.
Fuck, you're right. We're going to have to put like a vinyl skin on or something so he doesn't understand it's his.
Shred says their PX has one. Send me the details, man.
Yeah, or the deets. Send her the deets. Is that still a thing? Does that make it less cringy or more cringy if it's
probably more cringy? Don't do that.
Yeah. No, stop. So, what were the bony guys called? They're like Bones Jr. or something like that.
I don't know. You have the list.
I don't know. Muggsy Bones. No, that was the
Muggsy Bones.
No, that was the basketball player.
That's not his name.
Dry Bones. That's his name. I was close. Yeah, Muggsy Bones, Dry Bones.
So here's the question though: could you? I mean, you could tear him apart. I feel fairly easy.
Yeah, but like, are there any sort of like weird supernatural side effects from an animated skeleton? Like, does he turn you into one? Because in this hypothetical situation, I'm throwing him an S tier. I'm not fucking to a cult.
Well, you might as well throw the ghost up there then too. If you're gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with no ghosts. That's what we got Dan Aykroyd for.
I mean, I would.
Yeah.
I may or may not have previously.
Fucking white people, am I right? So
I know this really haunted place in Boyertown. Don't ask me where it is because I'm not going to tell you. But I do have some footage.
Do you have like a way of playing that footage? Because without playing it on the camera, because it's like a little 2x2 screen.
No, I can only play it on the. I only have the little camcorder thing. I can only play it on the camcorder.
Gosh darn it!
I know. I could have it. I mean, I could bring it somewhere, but
goddamn ghost broke your VCR.
It did.
So as far as like their actual threat level, I'm putting them in a C. They're not really. I mean, the worst case they're gonna do is bite you, but you know, doesn't have any teeth, so they all fell out.
That's fair.
I guess it does have these little nubblies, but
what about design though?
So
how are we ranking it for design?
Having basically a reanimated corpse in a kid's game, that could go really dark really fast.
He's really just...
He's a skeleton, but instead of a human skeleton, it's a fictionalized turtle skeleton. They can, and that's kind of the problem. Like, you would have to find like a fire pit or something to throw him into, like Terminator 2. True. And then he gives you like a little bony thumbs up as he goes into the lava. Yeah, so maybe like, can you really fuck with them?
I don't know. You wanted to throw him up in S tier, and then you changed your mind.
You know what? I'm throwing him in B just because I don't fuck with no occult. Yeah, he's gonna be a B.
Okay.
He'd probably whip my ass. As far as design goes, I think they towed the line between like a grown-up's skeleton and like a little kid's cutesy skeleton. I think it's kind of neat. I'll throw him in B.
Okay. That's fair.
So who you want to rank next?
Let's go with...
I believe it's just like every other bit of research I do for this channel. It's incredibly half-assed.
Okay, so since we just saw these while we're playing...
Little ladybug guy.
Yeah, I could totally take one of them.
I'm curious to see how thick like the carapace would be on one of these fictionalized gigantic ladybugs. You're talking like the really thin shit like a real ladybug, or are we talking like armor?
I don't know, but I feel like I could take him.
Probably.
What are we thinking for design though?
I'd say C.
C?
It's a ladybug.
Okay. Oh, I already said when we were playing I could whoop his ass. And I would take his magic carpet and fly everywhere.
Yeah, you'd carjack the shit out of him. By the way, did you notice that ladybug has 10 legs?
So would you say it's more like a centipede? Because in that case, I don't fuck with them.
Yeah, I've seen you around 1,000-leggers. I know you wouldn't fuck with them. You'd make me do it. And I just let
Yes,
them
but you
outside.
save them. I still smash them.
I'd let them outside.
I smash the shit out of them.
I get like a little box or something.
I know that they're doing good and killing other bugs, but I don't care. They are one of the creepiest fucking bugs out there. No thanks. Nothing needs that many legs. Nothing needs that many legs.
Don't be jealous just because you don't have 1,000 legs.
I don't want 1,000 legs. Do you know what's even worse? The King Kong movie with Naomi Watts and Jack Black in it.
Okay.
When it was Jack Black, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. When they're on the island and then there's
the
like the
massive
giant.
bugs.
Oh God, no. Oh no.
Yeah, homie, don't play that.
But nope.
So, speaking of things that you can't even kill in the game.
But wait, what
unless...
do we think of Little Iago and the magic carpet?
Oh, sure. There's a big surprise. That was definitely the wrong accent. That wasn't...
It's okay. You can't be perfect.
I can't remember that guy's name.
Um...
What the fuck is that guy's name? I could see his face.
I'll probably get it faster than you. No! Gilbert Gottfried.
There it is. That was a terrible Gilbert Gottfried impression.
It was.
It was...
Hey, you pulled that up and you never showed it.
You're right. So we were talking about the chain chomps earlier, and Nessa wants to make a bed for our cat when we move into the new place. And it would look something like that. I think that's just the cutest goddamn thing I've ever seen.
I can't wait to make that bed.
Yeah. I don't know how you're going to make it, but it's going to be adorable.
I already know how I'm making it. We're good.
And just spray paint a Pac-Man. Just find a Pac-Man in the wild, euthanize it, and then spray paint it.
How did you know?
Verbal, what's going on, dude? We're really doing the Lord's work over here.
We are.
So, speaking of things that I don't fuck
Wait,
with.
go back here.
What?
We never
talked about the...
We never put Iago where he belongs.
So
we can't even say he was stolen from Aladdin because that came out after.
Yeah, that was another, 6 years after that?
Yeah.
So, I know for a fact this is a reskin enemy from the original game. It's a bird on a magic carpet, which obviously, you think is creative, but fucking why? I don't have a logical explanation for that.
I don't know.
It's a bird on a magic carpet. That's all it needs to be said about
I don't know
that.
why he needs a magic carpet. He's a bird.
Yeah, he already can fly. Although he has these tiny little penguin wings, maybe he can't. Maybe that's the irony, is that without the magic carpet, he can't fly. Hey, could you stop messing with my green screen? Yeah, I'm talking to you, little nerd. I think he goes either C or D. I'm gonna go with C.
That's fine.
Okay, so now can I do the thing?
Sure.
I don't fuck with you. Nope. I'm not trying to punch a ghost in the face. How the fuck do you kill a ghost? It's already dead. No, I'm absolutely giving this one to Boo.
Okay.
And to every other type of Boo there is. I only put one on here because, as far as I'm concerned, they're just extensions of the same character. There's the one that like takes the form of the block and like pops up every once in a while. There's the little baby ones. There's 1,000,001 Boos, but they're all Boo.
That's fair.
Is it racist to say that all ghosts look the same?
Stop.
I'm saying it anyway. Character design, creativity. It's cute, but it's a ghost. B?
That worked.
Hey, who said you could claw my chair? Want to say hi to Verbal? It's rude.
Hi, Rudy Toots.
He looks
He's not,
really
as I say,
concerned.
he's really not sure what to think of all these lights around.
These are kind of bullshit. Gonna go
All right, well,
Bye,
let's
Rudo.
pick one that Rue could kick their ass. A
fish.
fish.
Oh yeah, that's not a threat at all. Was
I
last time.
mean, design-wise, too,
It's a fish.
a fish.
It's a very cute fish. So, let me ask you this. This particular fish here, which, the fuck is his name?
I don't know, but he flies. There's a difference there.
Yeah.
Like, this fish is the fish from 2,
I'm
who
gonna give
just goes up and down.
I'm going to give him another point just because his name is Cheep Cheep. And I think that's the cutest fucking thing ever.
But this fish just goes up and down in the water. That's it. He's not even really a threat. You just kind of jump over him.
Do they have chain chomps in Link? I've never seen them. They've had like similar stuff in like Link to the Past, but I haven't played in the new ones. So like, wait, Link's Awakening. That's not the Game Boy one, is it?
Mhm.
No, that's not. It's one of the new ones. Huh. So they have chain chomps in that one, huh? Sort of like a weird crossover. So, the Cheep Cheeps, not particularly threatening.
No, I think I could kick their ass too.
So we're throwing D.
Yeah.
Like it flies at you. And
I do think they are cuter than the other fish, though. I mean, I would put them like
100%.
B on this tier.
I think it's the fact that he's got that little chunky little body.
He's like a blowfish.
So you got, where do you want to put him?
I would say B.
Yeah, I think they're definitely cute. Not particularly threatening. Got the tiny little mouth, probably got tiny little teeth. Worst come to worst, it jumps at you and smacks you in the face.
I know, but they always come out when you're playing game. Like they always come out like the weirdest spots. That's how they get you.
Now, a fish that I wouldn't want to fuck with, Big Bertha. That picture that you see right there, that's exactly what would happen. The motherfucker would just eat you. Because it's huge.
I would put that as C though, because I think that kind of falls in
Okay, so
line
that
with
makes a lot more
with
sense
what we said though. How it's just they've just changed the size.
It's a fish, but now they made it big.
That seems to be a lot of like our C tier is, well, you did this, but yeah.
It's like Strong Bad drawing a dragon. First, draw an S, then draw a more different S. So you got the original piranha plant, and I'll be honest with you.
So this is the one that just comes up and eats you.
And just
That's what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, well, because you have 3 different types. So the one that's shooting the fireball.
Which is this guy.
The one below is just the regular one. And what's this guy?
This one got cut off.
Oh,
but
that's
it's
the
the one
one
that
who
has like the little black spiky ball.
Okay.
I don't know, but I think that the one with the black spiky ball would probably be the easiest to fuck up because it's distracted.
I told you, just get some.
And it only shoots it up, so as long as you stand off to the side, it's distracted holding the thing up, and you just punch it in.
Yeah, I think that's pretty easy.
So we're gonna call you like a C.
Yeah, I just need a hatchet, and I'll take that down pretty easily.
You're a B, just because it's a giant fuck off plant. The good news is it's not going anywhere. So if you need a minute to like regroup, you just take a step back, and it's in a pipe. It's not going anywhere.
So instead of a hatchet, like a flamethrower.
If you had fire flower, it'd be easy enough. But unfortunately, we're talking like a fist fight here. So this might pop it up into A. Because if you're not bringing a weapon with you, you're kind of hosed. It's a giant fucking piranha plant. And what makes a giant piranha plant worse? You give it fireballs. So now you just turned it into one of these fire enemies, but it also has giant fuck off teeth. And it's probably hard as hell to kill, too.
Probably.
So as far as creativity goes, the OG, it's been in every single one of them. It's been an influential character in the Mario series. It has spawned, obviously, several different enemy variants. This guy was a little weird, though. I'll throw him down into B.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, it's always been there. And who the fuck saw a giant Venus flytrap jumping out of a pipe before? Like, that was some off-the-wall stuff back in 1986.
Yeah.
It was 86, right?
Maybe.
Or was it 85?
I don't know.
It was around there.
Mid-80s.
So you want to hit some Mario 2 highlights here?
All right, well, I'm actually going to take this one and just say, as far as beating this, I don't think you can beat that.
No.
Like, there is no way to beat the disco balls, the rotating disco balls.
Disco ball is life, disco ball is love, disco ball is a god.
As far as design,
It's got to be low.
I mean, it's just rotating disco balls.
I would put it in D because it's just a rotating flashy thing. That's all it is. It doesn't make any story.
But you can't beat it. Like,
No.
you just have to evade it. Like, you can't kill it, though.
No, but, I mean, does that really even make it an enemy, technically?
Meh.
I mean, makes it a god.
Does it have a name?
It does.
Did it give it a name?
They did. I don't remember what it was.
Listen, if you give it a name, then then it has life.
Where the hell is it? Rotodisc. It sounds like something you clean out a fucking septic tank with. It is Rotodisc. But Rotodisc is invincible. As Rotodisc should be.
Okay, so I'm going to take this and just throw this right to the top.
Yeah, you can't beat that either.
That's definitely a no.
So, to clarify what that is, these guys down... Where are you at? Here. Lakitus. They throw these little dudes down. They technically call it like a fucking... Was it a spike ball seed? And then once it hits the ground, it turns into this little guy, which... I don't know if I want to fuck with him either.
I wouldn't want to fuck with him either.
I feel like you could still beat it just as easily as one of the Koopa Troopas, but at the same time, you catch that spike the wrong way, you're gonna have a bad time.
Well, I think it's kind of gonna be like a kick to the face.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't tuck down.
As long as he doesn't have big teeth.
I mean, you could probably punt him from the front.
How much do you think they weigh? That's probably at least a good, 20 pounds there. Maybe more. 30 pounds? They're probably only, yay big, but I'll bet they're dense.
As long as they don't have, that snapping turtle jaw.
Yeah, that's what I'd be worried about, losing some toes. Maybe wear some steel toes going in.
I do have some nice steel toes upstairs. I mean, I think I could probably punt him to the face.
Yeah, I got steel toes. We could fuck them up.
Okay.
Of course, he bends the steel in those toes, you're losing your toes. So, character design, as far as creativity goes, it's basically a Koopa Troop with spikes on it. C tier?
Yeah.
And these guys,
Meh.
who cares? It's just a transitional form. We'll take care of the Lakitus right now. As far as them on their own, they're kind of bitch made.
Oh, yeah.
When they're not throwing shit at you, as long as you don't run to the side of them, they're not a threat. You just
But they
jump on
look
them.
super cute in their little goggles.
Oh, they're adorable. And I loved them in Super Mario Kart. They're the ones that fish you off, when you go off the track, and then they drop you back on.
Look at his face. He's so happy. He gets to float around a cloud all day.
Yeah, he gets to float around a cloud and chuck little murder balls at people. What's not to love?
I want that job.
Yeah. As far as taking him on one-on-one, as long as you get to him, I don't think it's really
pretty
fair.
Easy.
Yeah. As far as character creativity, that's got to be at least an A. He's adorable.
I mean, he's not ninja adorable.
No, but
My bunny in pajamas.
I'm still going to catch so much shit for being up there. But as far as a character who flies around in a cloud and chucks objects from the sky, who the fuck saw that in a video game before? Especially when you're talking about like Commodore 64, Intellivision, ColecoVision,
Yeah.
Atari 2600, 5200, 7800, all those different generations. Your characters are just bits and boops. And now you have like a character with personality. Like that guy. I think he deserves an A.
I think so.
Okay, we'll do another Mario 2 one here.
Okay. I'm going to put him in the same tier as the apple toss. Here's why. We've already discussed we could take Shy Guy. He's just...
Oh, Shy Guy's bitch made. He's
just a purge.
He's a nihilist minion. Is what he is.
He's a purge gnome.
Yeah. But as far as the ostrich that he's on,
the ostrich could kick your ass. Ostriches are vicious.
I think I'm gonna move him up into A tier just because I don't fucks with no ostrich. They're fucking mean. And
they're assholes.
And yeah, you'd probably win, but they'll nom the shit out of you while you're winning. They'll make sure that you remember that they were there.
Well, you know about the Great Emu War in Australia?
A developed military losing to a flightless bird.
There was like, what was there, like 100,000 emu or something,
Mhm.
and the emus won. Didn't one guy die?
Yeah. I mean, these birds...
They had weapons. Humans...
Yeah, these Aussies got like helicopters and machine guns and shit, and one of them was KIA to a fucking flightless bird because they're assholes. They really are. They had an ostrich farm. I think we drove by it when we went to California, not too far from where I used to live. And they do news reports on the ostrich farm all the time. And the ostriches would always attack the fucking video cameras because they're assholes.
We should get one if we get a micro farm.
No. I'll raise 1 million chickens before I raise one fucking ostrich.
Well, that's good. Everybody just heard that on air. We can get some chickens.
Yeah, you can get some chickens. I'm not murdering them for you.
No, have someone else come and get the chickens.
They're my friends.
That's why you don't name them cute names. You name them like eggs, omelet.
They're my friends.
Keeps it real. Like if we got a pig, I just name him Bacon.
They're my friends. I'm not murdering my chickens. So creativity. Having a weird little nihilist minion riding an ostrich, emu, some sort of flightless bird.
I mean, I put that above the Autobomb.
Sure, because that's just a minion riding a fuck off cannon, which I kind of want that job. But so I think B tier. Is that fair?
Okay.
Glad to see the Milks enjoying the show. Oh, dude, those what were the names? The chickens had names. They actually have some weird ass name, and I'm gonna look it up.
Which one, the chickens in Zelda?
Yeah. I think they're called Cluck Clucks or Cluckoos or something like that.
That is not how you spell name.
It is not, no. Cucko. Cucco. Cucko. They're fucking adorable. My God. You ever seen what they do?
Yeah, I have.
So for those of you that haven't played a lot of old school games, I got you covered here.
Hold on. I'll say while you're looking that up, I'm going to throw one up here a while.
Yeah, very low threat. Kind of creative to throw some wings on him. He's just a flying mushroom person now. He's always one of my favorites.
Listen, the regular Goomba, we could whip his ass. This one's flying, so
he'd
be a little bit more difficult to get to than the one that's just
he basically
walking.
Got to wait to whip his ass.
I'm still going to smash him, though.
Yeah. So
one stomp.
For those of you that haven't seen the horrible things that chickens can do, you get them cornered and you just start beating the piss out of them. But don't feel too bad for the chicken, because the chicken will have his revenge. Eventually it has enough and it calls its friends. It usually takes a while, though.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And you have to run because they will kill you. Matter of fact, this guy's not doing a very good job of getting away. They will respawn infinitely and they will kill you. So if they were on the list, they would probably be going in S tier because I'm not fucking with no cuckoos. All right, so we need 4 more enemies because we got about 6 kilobytes left of space on this cartridge. What do you got, sprite department? Well, we obviously have the regular Goomba. Not good enough. Not good enough. That's not what I paid you for, Steve. What if we put wings on it? I like it, Steve. You're getting promoted.
But it's not even just like any wings. They look like angel wings.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it necessarily the hardest boss in the game, simply because you can't win. It's like global thermonuclear war. The only winning move is not to play. And pretty much, if you don't get off screen, they'll kill the shit out of you. And they're fucking chickens.
Okay.
Shred has returned.
Oh, no.
Why is it raining chickens? Why the fuck is it raining chickens?
All right, so I'm going to throw... Now, obviously, I handle cactus when I'm helping Madison, but not giant 4-tiered cactuses with huge spikes.
I think he was one of my favorite ones from Super Mario World. Not that we're...
But I don't know that I put him all the way up in this tier.
No, and...
I think it's an A.
Here's the thing, like, if you're fist fighting a cactus, I think you're kind of hosed.
But it's not like he's, like, spiky everywhere. He only has certain spikes.
No, he almost looks like... it looks like a really weird, like, donut ball that was only, like, half-ass covered in sprinkles. But they're, like, little murder sprinkles.
So what do we think about creativity?
I'm going A. Creativity, character design, and I realize that I'm breaking my own rule here and putting a game that isn't supposed to factor in. I fucking love those little guys.
Okay, so the right screen where the mouse is circling right now is how we feel about the character, either their design, gameplay, just generally
bring
them.
anything unique to the table? Were they original? Were they, a fish or a bird?
So that's why like Goomba is like the OG shy guy, but then the variations are just kind of down below because they're not the original. And Ninji's up here because Ninji is a bunny in pajamas. Fight me on it. And then the left tier is how would we fare in a physical fight?
S tier being the worst enemies to go against, and D tier being your bitch.
So if you've missed it, there's some other factors in here, like clearly the sun we're not going after. This fry guy was way worse than maybe these guys here that we feel like if we just had a bucket of water nearby, we could take care of.
And I'm still not trying to punch a fireball in the face. I'm not about that life. Not anymore. Not since college. So, underwater levels. You like them. I don't. What was the squid's guy's name? He has a name.
He does have a name. His name is
Blooper.
Yeah.
Like a water ball, like a air bubble. Blooper.
And he's like a squid.
Yeah. As far as creativity goes, he's a fucking squid. But I don't know, there's something about him having those tiny little beady eyes. Like they're constant always watching.
And sometimes he
has
the little guys behind him too.
Yeah,
he
the little baby bloopers. So I think as far as creativity goes, design, I'm gonna go with a B.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Too high, too low?
No, I think that's fine.
I'm not getting underwater to fight him. So that alone brings him up to a B. But
if you got him out of water, I mean, he'd probably die, so that's an easy fight.
Easy dubs.
We'll stay B.
He is a squid, but he's not really an effective squid. If you look at how long those little tentacles are, I don't think he would be much threat unless he had like the little beak on the back of his
He's
head.
actually really cute. Like he looks like
He's
just
fucking adorable.
flops around.
I think he's adorable. So then you got the two weirdos from Mario 3. You got this little guy who is more like angry scenery. I'll call him spicy scenery.
Spicy scenery.
And this guy who I think was able to walk around and shoot shit at you.
Yes.
Like, I think he had fireballs.
See you, Tom. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a good one, dude. It's nice to have you. That's gonna be a big old L for the squid. So as far as these guys go, if it's by itself, I don't think he's much of a problem because he's always facing up. Never like lean over to the side and
You
get
just take from the side.
Yeah.
Just hoof
And-
him.
Yeah, I think
Hoof
he's
him
not.
and smash him.
I don't think he's much of a threat. If he's in groups, however, I think you're in deep shit.
Well, most of the time he is in groups. They're
Yeah.
just kind of lined up. So maybe, I mean, it would take you a lot longer to smash him, but you could do it.
Yeah, and depending on how densely they're planted.
I mean, they're not exactly moving, so I think you could stomp them out from at least if you're coming from the side.
So
Just imagine those like little kids who are chaos, just trashing through a garden.
Mhm.
That would be what it's like.
Yeah. So obviously this guy is a little bit more of a threat because he's mobile.
So I would maybe put him as B because he doesn't really and then move the black one down to C. Because I still think he would be easy to hoof.
I feel like these guys, as far as their character design,
Well, yeah,
See?
because they've kind of played off of some of the other
they're basically
flower.
Pac-Man flower peoples. So the miscellaneous bros, the hammer bro, the fire bro, the boomerang bro.
Okay, so hold a second.
Mhm.
This one is definitely up here.
Because that's like the
He's the big
like
big
the sumo
one.
bro.
Oh wait, are we talking?
Well, they call him a sledge bro, but I'm pretty sure that's the one that shakes the ground. And then,
Yeah, the one who jumps and he slams and everything shakes.
Yeah, that's kind of a pain in the ass to fight against.
Yeah, I would honestly say S or A because not only does he shake the ground and you have to not be a dumbass and fall over, he's also throwing hammers at you.
Yeah. He's either an A or an S. He's one of the two, and I'll leave it up to ladies' choice here.
We'll go S tier.
I'm not fucking with him. So the Hammer Bros and the Boomerang Bros technically sort of violate our rule of bringing a weapon to a fist fight, but it's part of their character, so it counts. I feel like the Hammer Bros would be easiest to dodge because they'd be the slowest moving projectile.
Do we get the same weapon though? Because we never really discussed that here. Because if these guys have the same weapon, and we can throw a bomb back at them, so if we can throw a hammer at him, I mean, this is the smaller one here.
Yeah.
I feel like I got a better chance against him.
I feel like you got a much easier
I mean,
chance.
he might hit me with a hammer, but I think I could take him at the end of the day.
Maybe. I'm not trying to
I mean, I don't think he's like our size.
He's probably like 4 or
He's
5
probably
feet
like-
tall.
Really?
I think so. He's about Mario size. And Mario's probably like, what, 5'5", 5'6"?
Maybe.
So he's roughly human-sized.
Okay.
Yeah, here's the thing. I feel like it'd be easiest to get out of the way of a hammer as opposed to like a fireball or a boomerang because they travel a lot faster.
Yeah.
So as much of a pain in the ass as he is in the game, I feel like you'd have a better chance in real life.
I think that's fair.
So B for him. I would say B for the boomerang guy because realistically speaking, it's a boomerang. Yeah, it's going to hurt, but has anybody ever actually been killed with a boomerang?
Probably. I'm sure I can look that up. It's probably like a shit ton of people
There's
in
probably
Australia.
like 50 Aussies a year going down because of a crooked wooden stick. I used to have a boomerang when I was a kid, like a real wooden one.
Yeah?
Yeah, my grandparents brought it back from Australia. I think it was cool. Never caught it on the way back, though, but it does absolutely come back to you. So the fire bro, again, I don't fuck with no fireballs, but at the same time, you get close enough, or if he gets tired and stops throwing fireballs, just punch him in the mouth.
It's just gotta dodge it like dodgeball.
Yeah. If
So
you can
he's
dodge a
tired.
fireball, you can dodge a dodgeball. Just duck, dip, dive, and dodge, and you'll be just fine. So the original Hammer Bro, as far as character design, pain in the ass factor, and creativity, I'm throwing him an A tier. Nobody wants to go up against an OG Mario Hammer Bro, especially two of them.
Yeah.
You get them in groups, that's a wrap.
I would put the big one though down in C, because that falls in the tier of he's just larger.
Yeah, he's just a bigger knockoff version of the original. So I think all three of them should go in C tier.
I do think the original Koopa goes right to the top for S tier.
This guy?
Yep.
Oh yeah, because you have so many different enemies throughout the course of
Look
Mario
at his jazz
series.
hands in that picture. Like, you picked an amazing photo.
Look at his smile.
You're like, you could have picked any of them. You're like, jazz hands.
You seem a decent fellow. I hate to have to kill you. And then you got the flying ones. You got a 1,000,001 different Koopa Troopas, which I'll throw him up there too.
That's fair, because he is one of the
OGs.
Yeah.
As far as threat level, nah, dude.
Meh.
Koopa Troopa and Paratroopa, they're both bitch made. They're going home in a bag.
I agree.
Babom or Bob-omb.
Okay, well, I'm not. Okay, so here's the thing. I feel if you can dodge him long enough, he's going to explode anyways, and he's going to kill himself. But the question is can you outrun him?
Yes. I mean, hell, at the risk of drawing another DMCA attack here. Hey, look, it's that movie that we put in F tier a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, this was trash.
Hot trash. Like, I realize this is not 100% canonically accurate, but bombs, historically speaking, have not been terribly fast.
This is by far the funniest scene in this entire movie. In fact, I like it even better than the car chase.
Good for you, dude. You get a like for that. I like it as well. So, I mean, they're not terribly fast. It's classic verbal, but, I mean, Ford Pinto is also a classic. Mostly notorious. Not necessarily, a speedster or a sexy dream machine, but, historic for all the wrong reasons. Yes, it is. It definitely is one of those. It teeters on the line of so bad that it's good and so bad that it's just really fucking bad. And I think it leans more towards just fucking bad.
Okay,
But
so
I'll watch. As far as the bomb's threat level, I feel like all you got to do is walk the other way and just walk quickly. He'll take care of himself.
So you want to put him in D?
Yeah, now if we're talking like we're playing by real life rules where you got to worry about getting to like a 200-meter safe distance unless you catch a little bomb frag, then I'm throwing him up in A tier because I don't want to fuck with no bombs. A walking, talking, explosive device. That's fucking adorable. And that's fucking creative. I hate to see them explode because I think they're the cutest fucking things out there.
Where are you throwing him, A?
Yeah, I think I gotta. I'm giving him the A tier.
Okay.
So, who's next? I have no
All right,
idea
here,
who the fuck that is.
Let's get some of these underwater things.
Mhm.
So
He's from Mario 3, right?
yeah, he's the stationary little zapper guy. He doesn't move. He's just
Yeah, I don't know how you beat him. Is he supposed to be like a take on an electric eel? Where he just kind of
nah, he just kind of shocks. I feel like
it's almost like an
listen,
octopus.
here's my thing.
Or a jellyfish.
I don't want to throw him up here. Like, if I have to battle in water, then yeah, I'm screwed. But if I can get a bucket and then take him on land and dump him on the shore, I win.
Yeah, you better get a bucket with a lid. You better hope it's a good enough insulator too.
If we're talking about on their turf, then here. But I think that's kind of
We were also talking like real life rules versus Mario rules, because like Mario touches him, he just turns little. You touch him, you're probably fucked.
So we want to throw him here.
I think A tier is fair.
Okay.
Because at the same time, he's stationary. Like, you just run out the clock. It's a draw. Like you're playing Street Fighter, you got the little counting clock, and everybody's got the health meter. Nobody does anything for 90 seconds. Congratulations, it's a draw. And I mean, you're both putting in a quarter, but
As far as design, it's just meh.
it's a jellyfish with big eyes.
And he doesn't move. He just shocks. He's
Yeah,
just there.
I think either D or C is fair. I can go with either. Is this guy from Mario 2?
Yeah, he's the little electric guy that like moves around.
Okay. I feel like most adventure games from the NES generation had at least one guy like that. And can you actually kill him?
No.
Oh, so he is also a god.
Yeah. There's no way to kill him in the game.
Dude looks
Unless
like a...
maybe, I mean, in real life situation, again, just throw a bucket of water on him and probably short himself out.
So why does he look like a Walmart brand Pokemon? Shocking.
I'll throw him at least here.
Yeah,
He at least moves. This one doesn't move.
he's a round zappy guy. Like if you had to describe him, that's exactly what you would call him. He's a round zappy guy. Either C or D. I'm fine with either.
Okay.
Let's get some more of the B list out of the way here.
This is the underwater
Fire Lotus, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
from 3.
And they also brought him back above ground or above water in Mario World.
So where do you want him? I'll let you decide.
I think that he's either a C, he, she, it, they, whatever pronouns you want to use for a flower. I think that's either a D or a C. It's got one attack, and if it doesn't get you, you've basically got 5 to 10 seconds to fuck it up for free because it's not doing anything to you in that amount of time. Creativity-wise, I'm going with C.
Okay. All right, what are you thinking?
How about Rat Fucko?
Okay. So normally I'd be like meh, but I think he's huge.
He's probably like, what, at least a good 8-foot rat?
He's big. I don't know that
He's larger than human size for sure. Like, I think Peach and Luigi are the tallest, and he's bigger than them.
I mean, I definitely don't think I could beat him, but again, he's not the sun.
That's all needs to be said. He's not the sun. Yeah. So is he like just a physical attack enemy, or does he throw shit at you?
I don't remember. I kind of skipped past that level last when we were playing.
All right, A tier it is. Design.
I think he throws stuff at you, if I remember correctly.
You would think he looks like he has boxing gloves on, or at least like cool mittens.
Design-wise, though, I mean,
C or D?
I put him in the C.
You know, the guy brings up a good point.
I would do great. You can't really see the slide him up there.
Do. Not you. Discount, son.
All right, you want to do that other shy guy?
Sure.
The shy guy who...
Like the Seaburn shy guy. Mr. Gusmisk. So what's his deal? He's the rock thrower, right?
Correct. He's the one he shoots the little little cannonball looking things out of his mouth. Little.
So he's basically like a walking, talking Nerf gun.
Yeah, the shy guy. He's like those. You ever see the little plastic things where you can put the little You squeeze it and it shoots it out. That's him.
So, all right. So Sniff It, that's his name. I knew he had like a different name. I really like the design, like on his mask. I would argue it's like on the same school of thought as the Shy Guy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put his design as an A. Maybe a B. Think a B?
I would say B.
Okay. I think B is fair.
Look at him running.
That's the original Naruto run right there, in case you were wondering. That's where it came from. You thought it started with Naruto.
It looks like it. It looks like it.
Yeah, you thought it started with Naruto. It started with Sniff It. As far as how dangerous he is, depends on how hard he eats those little rocks. If it's as fast as it is in the game, he's not much of a threat. Just close the distance and beat the fuck out of him.
You could.
I'm going to go with C tier. Just like a lot of the other slow
The other Shy
projectile
Guys.
throwing. Yeah. They're not really a big old threat.
That's fair.
Through their protrusion, they can fire projectiles. The most common being bullets made from nightmares. S tier it is. Yeah, if it's made from nightmares, I'm not fucking with something that uses nightmares for fuel. You're at least a B tier. Even if you're not dangerous, you're still scary as fuck. Made from what? All right, so how about Dollar General Ducky?
Wait, who we're talking about?
That guy.
Didn't I just beat a bunch of them when we were just playing?
Yeah.
Okay, so D, I whooped their ass. Easy peasy.
I don't even know exactly what they're supposed to be. Is that a weird bird man wearing a bird mask, or is that like prosthetic bird wings?
I mean, he has like the plague mask on.
Yeah. He's like a plague doctor with prosthetic bird wings and a tail.
So he's had some surgery done, is what we're saying.
He might be terrifying too, and we just don't know it. Like, all right, what was he called again?
I don't know. You have to check.
What are you called? Tweeter. I'm going to regret this. So I'm looking up Mario 2 Tweeter fan art. Oh, no.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Oh, no. You might have just gone up a tier as far as scariness is concerned, because I bet you that's what they actually look like. That's going to be a no for me, dog. Nature, you scary. Nature, you also scary.
All right, so go to your thing in a second so I can see some of these names.
This guy.
So where's Spike from?
You're talking about Porcupine or Spike?
Spike.
I don't know. He was on the list.
I know, but I think he looks...
I know what he was. He was another one of those enemies that has the little black spiky ball thing. I'll find a picture of it. He's from Mario 3.
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Here he is.
Oh.
That guy.
He looked very different because you used a different photo, and
Yeah.
I wasn't sure who he was.
That's what he actually looks like in Mario 3, and then we got the semi-realistic look there. So they have the ball, they kind of levitate it, and they throw it at you. Is he able to do anything after that? Like, do they regenerate the ball?
Yes, but it takes a minute. It's not like a constant. There's like a row, one direction, one level.
And then like a 5-second...
Yeah.
Go off, have a snack, have a Gatorade, and then go again.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, you have to dodge the I would say, yeah, C tier.
Creativity, it's definitely weird, I'll give you that.
Let's put it B, maybe.
Yeah, because I honestly don't know what to think about that guy. It's definitely a little weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of the early Mario enemies were like you're stepping on a giant mushroom person. This was Mario 3 also, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's just the little fire.
Yeah. It almost
I
seems like
feel like
something out
I'd
of
stomp
Zelda.
him out.
Probably.
He's not very large.
Unless
He's like a candle flame
is
that's
he
moving. That's it.
is he like a little ball of napalm? Is that why he's burning? Because if so, you might not want to step on him.
No, I don't think so. He's just a little fireball.
Just grab like a blanket or something, throw it over him, and
Yeah,
stop, drop,
snuff
and
him.
roll. Yep. See, I've got my social media director here, and I've got my research team right there. He brings the facts, so we don't have to. So Porcupo, I do not recall him specifically, but it was probably from a level I didn't play in Mario 2.
Yeah, we played. I just had him up when I just played.
What does he look like?
He's the little guy. Go up to the top. No. 2, 3 over. One more. There you go.
I don't remember him.
I did. I jumped right over him. You can't kill him in the game though, unless you steal a Koopa shell and toss it at him.
So here's where we get back into semantics. So as an enemy is susceptible to physical attack, I think you could beat him.
I think you could too. In the game, you can't really beat him unless you're throwing something at him.
Yeah. And
so, I mean, you could just throw something at him.
I'm going to pick up a rock.
I think from the front too, because he has the spikies, but he's not spiky from the front too. I think I could hoof him in the face. I could punt him.
Knock out a couple of his chiclets.
Yeah.
So what do you think? C, D, C?
I say C.
Character design.
I do risk, I definitely have to make sure I have like puncture-proof steel toes on.
Yeah, or at least like some tactical Crocs.
Yeah. Glow-in-the-dark tactical Crocs.
Is there any other kind?
No.
As far as the actual character model and all that shit is concerned,
He's a porcupine.
He's a Sonic ripoff. Straight to D tier with you. That particular picture right there is kind of adorable, especially his little scowl. Just, But yeah, he's not really winning any angry enemy competitions there.
Yeah.
So much research, so little time. What the hell is that? And why is it like a Dollar General Pokemon?
Because I couldn't find a better picture for him. Here, look up his name and then look him up.
I could swear, like I've captured like 300 of him.
He's the one that shoots stuff out the top.
Where the hell is he?
Panzer. Just like look up Panzer. Because it looks like a pansy.
Okay. So what does he do?
Stuff.
Inspiring.
No, that's not it. Those are not anything.
I'm afraid I'm going to come across some like Rule 32
Oh, right there.
shit,
Right there.
Here?
Yeah, click that. It's the thing that shoots the fireballs.
Okay, let's pull this one up. So the Panzer guy is this little flower thing, but
It shoots fireballs.
it's weird that they have like a weird cocky smirk on a
Because
flower.
I think it's in other later games too, so it's kind of changed, and that's an art.
Okay.
That's an artwork piece.
So are you worried about him in a fight?
I mean,
Or are we treating it just like the Fire Lotus?
I think like the Fire Lotus. I mean, I still think I'd probably move it up to C tier. I mean, because it is fire. It is a fireball. I think I could take it.
Yeah, this one's just kind of
Maybe
like
with a little bit of difficulty, but
glowy rocks.
yeah.
So
Design wise, C.
is that even technically an enemy?
Yes, because you do fight it in the second one. There are times when it chases after you. So that is the door. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
It chases after you?
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
So normally it's the door. So after you beat Birdo and you get the little
opens up.
Yeah. So it opens up normally it's the door. But there are levels where it chases after you.
No.
And you have to pick up like a block and throw it at it.
I'm not okay with being chased by the door.
I mean, and look at his. I mean, he could eat you.
Yeah, and it's for that reason that this is the first real threat in quite some time. I'm not getting eaten by a goddamn door. The only question is B or A.
I mean,
I'm leaning towards A.
I think A as well.
Are you gonna punch a giant falcon door in the face? Because I'm not. I'm gonna run for my life. I think design and creativity is also either a B or an A.
I'm going to say, let's say A, because not only can it chase after you, but it's very practical. It's a door.
Yeah.
I mean, you need that to get to each level. It's practical design. And it could have just been a door, but it's not.
What other game has the door try and kill you? Besides, like, Duke Nukem 3D, but that's just shitty design. You open the door and you blow up. So what about Discount Bowser? Wart.
Okay, so Wart, in the game, in order to kill him, you just have to throw some vegetables down his throat.
So you get him a well-balanced breakfast and he dies.
Correct.
All right.
Like, you literally throw vegetables. Like, he just opens his mouth like he's laughing, and you throw, like, an onion or a turnip in his mouth, and, like, 3 times and he's dead, or
so
5
he's a final
times.
boss of a game and he's bitch made.
Yeah. Now, the only downside is he is huge. He is very large.
But as long as you have a
well-balanced
well-balanced pantry.
Yeah, I would say as long as you have, like, a vegetable cart, like, you know, you're in a market or something, like a village market, and
smuggle in some canned vegetables and a can opener.
Like a farmer's market. Make sure the battle happens at a farmer's market. Just go to the vegetable stand, just start tossing vegetables at him.
And tell the guy you'll pay him later.
Yeah. I mean, and a farmer's market's not going to cost you that much.
Yeah, or you
and
die.
And he is wearing, like, a gold chain and a crown, so you could play the vendor with his bling after you kill him with the vegetables.
I like where your head's at. As far as the design goes, I think he's Discount Bowser, and I think that's a heavy, heavy discount. I think he's going straight into C. If that's fair. I want to put him in a D, but he's actually, like, a good-looking character sprite. What's it going to be?
I mean, honestly, I would almost... Listen, at least he's blingy looking. I would almost put him in B. You know, I could see him a character in, you know, that Disenchantment show?
Mm-mm.
It's like I want to say, like, it's kind of drawn like Futurama, Simpsons.
Oh, yeah. The new Matt Groening show.
Yeah, he could totally be a character in that.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. So now we're down to the mini bosses of Mario 3.
Okay, so I know you put these all in, like, you used one photo for all of them.
Yeah, because I didn't want to pull up, like, 8 of them.
That's fine. But
7, technically.
I would throw... I almost want to say, just pull them up and we'll talk through them. If you were fighting them all at one time, the Koopalings... heck no.
I think these are the original pictures out of the instruction manual. No.
What did you do?
I wanted to get a bigger picture. Apparently that's not going to happen. That's as good as we're getting.
Well, here, use this one. Use this one. Okay, so...
Wendy is the one with the rings, right?
Wendy is the one with the rings. I hated her growing up. Like, I hated that level. Because the rings are like hula hoops. Like, they're not, like,
Yeah, I feel like she's probably
It's
the biggest
not like
threat.
the carousel rings, you know, when you go to the park and you get
You
the
grab
little.
it, yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking rings like that. They're like hula hoops,
And they'll fuck you up.
and they bounce everywhere. I'm not so concerned with her. Like, I feel as them as a whole, like each one of them as a whole is probably like maybe like a C. Wait, what are our levels?
Our levels are...
Okay. So I feel like each of those as a whole, just them without their abilities is probably like a C.
Because they're still a big fuck off dinosaur.
Correct. Maybe a B.
With their abilities?
I think their abilities bring them up to an A.
Like, they could actually be a real threat.
Yeah, because, I mean, you have the one who jumps, who, like, shakes the ground and everything. I think with their abilities, they're definitely an A tier. I wouldn't say they're an S. I think their dad is way better. But,
Spoiler alert.
yeah, I think depending on, like, when you're adding their abilities into it, yeah, if you're not and you're just going for them and they might be big and bad, but I would almost put them in C tier. Without their abilities. But we're not basing it on that. We're basing off of their extra shit.
So, the Bowser kids, as a design,
I would give them an
I think
A.
they each have their own personality. They each have their own unique design. They handle a little bit differently. They attack a little bit differently.
I think it's an A. I think they did a good job making them their own individual boss.
And even the backdrops are changed in some cases to sort of liven it up a little bit. And they took that a little further in the SNES one, which I liked. I still prefer that one. That's my favorite game. So that's obviously going there. That's the original King of the Koopas. Before he was Bowser, he was just King Koopa. And I'm also not fucking with him. You're basically fighting a spiky Tyrannosaurus Rex that shoots fire. I'm not okay with that. I'm not fighting him.
Yeah, I'm not either.
So the answer...
I mean, your only real... I mean, look at... look at, even 64. His only real soft spot is his tail.
Mm-hmm.
And you wing him around.
We're not going to get... Bowser.
That's not what he actually says, but that's what it sounds like.
It really does sound like it. And everybody thinks so. So, yeah, I'm definitely not going to fuck with him.
No.
You can have the princess.
I'll take Wart any day, though. In my market fight.
Yeah, as long as you have plenty of starchy vegetables around, you'll be fine.
Oh, speaking of markets, like Street Fighter-esque,
mm-hmm.
You want to show everybody your video game things you got?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll stay here. This was a birthday present from Vanessa. Showed up in the mail a couple days ago, and I cannot overstate the quality of the craftsmanship here. We just framed them yesterday after a quick trip to Michael's.
So I struggled hard because I originally was going to do a movie base, but I figured since his thing is the gaming channel, you can show them both.
Shit. You can see right through the sun there. It's keying part of that out. So we have Blaze, our white lab in front, and Maisie, our beagle who recently passed, immortalized as Ryu and Chun-Li from Street Fighter 2. And our new kitten, Rue, who you saw earlier, is now the Doom guy / the Doom Slayer. Which, in case you couldn't tell, all of the demons are actually dogs. And yeah, that's his adorable little face, just photoshopped right on top of Doom guy there. What was the name of the place? It was Doggo Vinci.
Doggo Vinci.
One word, doggovinci.com. They also have it on Facebook, and I'm sure they've got a MySpace and a Faceagram and one of those tweeters.
I will tell you, I was
Yeah, rest in pepperoni, Maisie.
I thought it was going to be, because we ordered the posters, and I thought the poster was going to be like poster quality, like
So like
that.
really flimsy and
Yeah, like
very
the
reflective.
flimsy
Like
gloss, like
yeah,
a poster.
like a marquee poster.
Yeah, but it's actually like a thicker paper. It's matte.
Yeah, it's got a weird satin finish to it.
Really brings out the color. Like it looks
shit pops.
identical to the proof.
Shit really pops.
Highly recommend.
They do good work there. And
Yeah.
the Photoshop work is clean. Like even with my untrained eye, I scrutinized the shit out of it, and I couldn't find anything wrong with it. They do good work.
Yeah.
So you want to call it there?
I think so. I think this was a good layout.
Yeah.
Oh, look at little Ninja.
But,
There was an even cuter photo. I just decided not to. There's a picture of Ninja.
how do you spell that?
Just I found it on the Mario wiki.
Let's go.
Oh, there it is with the buttons.
Fuck. You basically have. It's like a weird cross between like Among Us and Fall Guys. Is
Look.
what you have there.
Hello, can we make that bigger? Look, that is amazing.
Is that what those little dots are?
I guess
They're buttons.
he
Why
looks like
do you have buttons on a onesie?
I don't know. That's why I said he's like a bunny in pajamas. I mean, I know he's supposed to be like a ninja, but he looks like a bunny. He might be a cat. I'm not even sure.
Like a really ineffective ninja, though. Because all he does is jump up and down, right?
He does.
He's so damn cute. I can't hate on him for too long. No matter how much I try. So, yeah, I think that's a good place to call it. Let's go ahead and... So that's our story. We're sticking to it. We'll have the rankings posted up on Facebook and Twitter and Coonstagram and all sorts of other fake made-up social media platforms.
Yep.
If you're not following me on those, I have a Facebook business page. I've got a Twitter, Instagram. I have a Discord, which if you get in touch with me on any of those social media platforms, I'd be more than happy to shoot you the link, or you can just kind of figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much everywhere nowadays.
Trying to get you there. Yep.
Trying to, with my social media director extraordinaire here. Something like that, right?
Sure.
So I'm sure we'll catch shit for these links, because we always do. Like, how could you put Rolos above Three Musketeers? You guys are sacrilegious. Like
I know,
say,
everybody ripped apart the candy one.
Oh,
like everybody
they absolutely shit on it.
ripped apart the candy one.
And like I told people at work the next day, like everybody wants to make fun of the dish, but nobody want to be in the kitchen cooking.
So, we are working on next week's already. So we have a few ideas that were shot to us earlier today.
And if you got any more ideas, feel free to shoot us a line.
Yeah, and I think we talked about it last time too. I mean, we're still working on what this channel is. I know we've been sticking with the retro stuff, but we have contemplated opening up beyond the retro. Mostly because I'm going to cover some Pixar stuff, and that is beyond our
scope.
So
that is post 2000.
And we also talked about really dishing out the Star Wars movies too, and that's also beyond that scope. So
that's going to have to happen. That might be. We might do that next week.
Maybe you want to do Star Wars next week?
Yeah, let's make a point to do Star Wars next week. Which God help us with the video games, because they are extremely tough.
Oh, they're horrible. Absolutely horrible.
What's that little shit I kept doing?
I don't know.
Could you not?
Yeah, so I guess we're doing Star Wars next week. So tune in for that ranking.
Yeah, and with that, I guess I'll bid you guys adieu. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you next time.